Members.
The stately homes of England have always played host to a social calendar. They're a wonderful setting for the set pieces of our national life. Aristocrats love to do it, and people, well, sometimes want to think every society worth its salt in the UK wants to be by royal appointment, WRVS. Royal Antediluvian Order of the Buffalo. The Queen is a member of the WI. Freemasons have as a master the Duke of Kent. So it is the noble Earl, whose pile this is, the Earl of St. Germans, has given his field this day to the honourable company of which he's an honorary officer. It's not the honourable company of cutlers, but this bunch are all in a livery of a kind. It's a lovely spot for these individuals to hold their annual Southwest picnic. Round the Earl's trees they wheeled themselves in. Look at this. Harley Davidson Riders Club. Strictly members only. Other riders, Triumph, Suzuki, Honda, BSA, be off. The weather was very nice.
Very nice.
And for reasons really to do with Hell's Angels, entry to the Earl's Field was strictly scrutinised. There's tickety taboo as at the Queen's garden party. Only the known can pitch their tent and share a portable deck chair with the committee man in charge, a joiner called Tim.
It's basically a club which gathers together all enthusiasts for Harley Davidson, all riding together, having parties together, just enjoying life together as a club.
You get the club magazine every month, a good bunch of guys to go party with, like, you can go up at the rally, see the same old boys every time sort of thing, plus loads of new people. You all got different ideas and opinions on bikes and where they put their bikes together and all the things they do to their bikes.
There's no compulsion to join at all, but people find after a while that because they've got a common interest in the bike and they like to belong to a club and just partake in the social events, because it's the events that make the club hold together.
We're affiliated to all the European clubs, and there's, I don't know, 20 or 30 European clubs altogether. Some people, like, they put all and every effort into it, like, you know, some people live, eat and breathe the club, like, you know. But it's same old thing, what you put in, you get out, like, you know.
I'm surprised that they want a club at all. You should be able to just have
there's
a Harley and be free.
It's a wonderful feeling riding even 3 Harleys together. And if it's 33, that's infinitely better. And 103 altogether is just the most sublime feeling. So if that's the end, you know, it might just be that reason, just to ride together.
Yeah. But what every member must possess is the bike. They're American-built in Milwaukee by the small American company founded in 1903 by a Mr. Harley and 3 Davidson brothers who were all of British stock.
I've always wanted one. My father drove one back in the 30s for a while. It's just something agricultural about it. It's almost like an animal as opposed to a piece of machinery. Something you have to look after, nurture. If you drive a jack bike, okay, it handles well, it brakes well, does everything else superbly probably. but you don't get the same sort of feedback from it. Riding one of those great lumps, it doesn't handle particularly well, and you have to be careful what you do with the brakes because they're not that good.
British ancestry? I suppose if motorbikes were horses, surely a Harley would be the heavy Shire horse, the Clydesdale, an agricultural animal.
It's a wonderful thing to ride a Harley. Have you ever ridden one?
No.
Oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about.
I've never ridden a motorbike of any sort.
That's to your...
But I've never been in the Women's Institute.
That has nothing in common.
No.
Riding motorcycles is the most
golf.
wonderful freedom.
Is it?
Yes, you've got no idea how free you feel, how independent of all rules, frankly. Traffic rules, any rules. You can do what the hell you like on a bike. Go where you like.
And the machine it has like this little motto on it, doesn't it?
It's live to ride, a way of life, which is true. We all enjoy our motorcycling. It's a very predominant part of our life.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's what holds you together.
Yeah, that's it.
But what's special about a Harley Davidson? Why couldn't it be a British bike or a Japanese? I mean, is there something special? The fact that they make them look old, or the ride of it, or the...
It's the feel of it. It's the feel of it.
Yeah.
To understand it, you'll have to experience it.
Sit on the back.
That's it. You ready for
An
it?
invitation.
Why not?
I'm not ready for it at all, but I'll see how we go on. It's this you put on, isn't it?
That's it. You got it.
I should be able to do this. Now, how'd you get on?
Right. To get on. Yep, that's it. Step across there.
What do I hold on to? The back?
Yep, the back will be fine. Back will be fine.
I wish these people weren't looking at a Wally. I wish me...
You look good, don't you?
Well, I wish my jacket was not pink, but there we are.
You ready?
Right.
Let's go for it then. Hold on tight.
What to?
Okay? Right. Let's go.
It's not speedway speed, but fast enough for me.
Should get a nice echo as we go through the bridge here now.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, it's the bends. An agricultural animal. The bends frighten me. Great lump between your legs.
Oh, very, very frightened at 40. Slow to 30. I lean the opposite way to you, is that right?
You should lean with me, but you're not a particularly heavy person, so it doesn't matter too much.
Designed to impress on the Queen's Highway. Aggo and me.
How you feeling, okay?
I feel all right, yeah. It is very frightening. You're very exposed. You've got to be a sort of real man to do this. I wish they'd slow down a bit, though, because it's a bend. You feel very lonely when you're on your own. It must be a lot better when there's 3 or 4 of you out, all riding together.
Both is nice. It's nice to have company, and sometimes it's nice to be by yourself.
Right.
Quite often just to go for a ride, be part of the environment, smell the air.
Have a touch of both.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
Here's another one of these bends.
I enjoy the Harley.
But
yeah?
there is something extra special about Harley, isn't there? Because of the not just the bike, but the style that goes with it.
Yeah, that's right. To me, there is something special. It's the machine I like, the machine I enjoy.
And it's the machine that seems to, symbolise something else as well. A lifestyle of
That's right. People
freedom par excellence. Very few of the people on the field are sort of dressed like bank clerks.
Well,
I mean, they're all dressed like rebels.
during the week they may be dressed like bank clerks.
Yeah.
But when you ride a motorcycle, you need to dress accordingly.
Now, somebody said that if you take your hat off, that you get a buzz in your head. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Well, you're smiling now.
Fat Boy, Heritage Softail. The factory gate names of these bikes. They're like jukeboxes on wheels. And the members at the rally are here to admire one another's chromium. But they're also here to look each other up and down. It's a fact of life that wherever you get 2 or 3 people together, you get factions. We had 12 apostles and there were 4 gospels. When the Methodists split from the Church of England, they quickly divided into Primitive and Wesleyan. So it is with the Harley Davidson bikers on this field. There are factions. There are those who just buy the bike to enjoy, and those who invest into the very maintenance of the machine, a deeper meaning of life. Are there 2 kinds of Harley Davidson riders? Those who buy the bikes and those like you?
Well, there's millions of them, really, and every one of them's different, but if you want to categorise people, I suppose there's some people that just buy them and ride them every day to work and back, and ride them weekends, ride them whenever they got the chance. There's 1 or 2, but that's like the same with any bike or car or anything. They look at upon them as an investment, and although they get a kick out of that, you can't seem to get your money's worth out of a bike standing in the garage looking pretty without actually taking it out and giving it a good thrash.
At the moment, Harleys are really trendy. I've never known them to be so fashionable, and that is bringing in the sort of designer jeans brigade. But those people, their interest is so shallow that they don't last long, they don't fit in. They either come here and don't like sharing the limelight, which is why they bought the bike, or they just get the cold shoulder because here you're being judged by your peers. In the club, a lot of people that I know of years gone by, they sacrificed to get their bikes, whereas the shallow people, they usually had enough money that it was an indulgence. Last year it was a ready restored MGB, and this year it was something on 2 wheels. Next year they'd be onto the latest BMW.
Judged by your peers. Not just for riding skills, but way of life. For leathers, facial hair, the ability to quaff cans of lager. Outside the Elliot Arms, no one wanted to appear a shallow person. But it's hard to tell who's shallow, who's deep.
Okay, today you have the choice of the chocolate centenary, trifle, strawberry, chocolate mousse, apple pie, or strawberry gâteau.